This is Dabu 7, and we have had a tornado emergency strike in the Midwest, hitting areas like St. Louis and Kentucky very, very hard. You can see the hail coming down here, apple-sized hail coming down in some of these instances, and just complete devastation. Many of these areas getting massive hail. This is just a look at some of it. We have reports of apple-sized hail coming down and just absolutely obliterating everything that it came in contact with. There are rescue crews out there right now trying to find people that are missing, as the devastation is just almost unfathomable in many of these places. Last night on the weather radar, we could see huge debris plumes coming up from these tornadoes, bigger than I've ever seen. Now, once daylight is hit, the destruction is just widespread from Somerset all the way up toward Hazard. These tornadoes that spun out of this carried debris hundreds of miles and took it up 30,000 feet into the atmosphere, very high. You can see the destruction just constant all over the place. Not much left, people missing and buried in this debris. Please pray for Kentucky and everyone else out there that needs it. The airport along the way was a direct hit in the pathway of this massive tornado that tore through there. And the people need help. We need help down here. Big time. I want to thank anyone that does support or help the people that are in need out there. I do not have a link to drop because last time I did, no one supported it. So I wish I had the means to get out here and help people more. But this is what it is. The people are hurting bad. And they need help. Big time. In these areas. So again, a thank you to everyone out there that does help, because without you, we'd never get any.
Okay, Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Quadash. Double honor to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you Akim out there that push his word in truth and in sincerity. We need help. State of emergency in Kentucky after hurricane. Tornado ripped through various states. You heard him. Apple-sized hail coming down, ripping roofs off people's houses, destroying the infrastructure of certain towns. People are missing. Understand this. Whoever perished in that destruction that the Most High brought, hey, that was their judgment. This is going to be a quick lesson. Abba Ratazah. You Akim out there will be edified. So we're going to get into it. This is Isaiah chapter 28. Verse 2, Behold, the Lord Yahweh have a mighty and a strong one, which as a tempest of hell and a destroying storm. Let's read it again so it can sink in. Behold, the Lord Yahweh have a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest is a storm of hell, apple-sized hell coming down, busting car windows, hitting people in the head. It is what it is, man. Busting out car windows, hitting people in the head, helping destroying the infrastructure, hitting the ground, exploding. It says, as a destroying storm, that destroying storm tore off roofs of houses, flipped cars, tossed cars. That's how strong and powerful that tornado was. And at the same time, hell the size of apples coming down. It says, and a destroying storm as a flood of mighty waters overflowing shall cast down to the earth with the hand. And that's what's happening. That's what you see happening over there. You see, when you have your spiritual eye open and you measure in the times, this is all prophecy. They tell you in 2 Esdras 9:1 to measure the times diligently in itself. Storms, is a part of prophecy. Earthquakes, uproars of the people, all that's a part of prophecy. We see all that happening right now in different parts of the world. We see everything that's spoken about in 2nd Ezra 9:1 happening. But only people who have their spiritual eye open is going to be able to see that and know that that's prophecy. The rest of these people, they're going to be taken in that great number. Pursuant to 2nd Ezra 5:1, they're going to be taken in the great number. And the way of truth is hidden from these people, man. They have no clue what's going on. This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies, with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flames of devouring fire. Storms and tempests is the part that I want, because that's them hurricanes, them tornadoes, with hail. All that's a part of that storm and tempest, man. Flames of devouring fire, destroying infrastructure. In certain parts of California, you see that all the time, brush fires. That's a part of prophecy. Understand this, man. We're living in the last days of Esau's rulership. Esau being the so-called white man. Because he's not white. He's red. Like a goddamn cooked lobster. Some Edomites are different shades of red. But they all red. And they're not white. That's a play on words. And Jake is not black. We different shades of brown. Like they different shades of red. Some lighter red, some darker red. Nonetheless, let's read it again. Isaiah 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and with great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. And that's what we see happening throughout the four corners of the earth. Throughout certain regions of the earth, in America, in Europe, in the Middle East, we see that, man. We're at the end of this devil's rulership. For one. And you said that, and then Dabu mentioned that people were missing under the debris. Some people that's missing, it's only a matter of time where they're going to be able to hold out where they don't perish. Especially if rescuers don't come and rescue them right away. They're going to die of thirst, of their injuries. And whoever perished, they're not innocent, man. Job chapter 4, verse 7 goes into that. Let's get that real quick. This is Job chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, whoever got caught up in that hell storm, them tornadoes, that hurricane, whatever hit Kentucky, and they under rubble, they died. They wasn't innocent. It says back in Job chapter 4, verse 7, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. Whatever you sow in life, you're going to reap it. It is a matter of time before your wickedness catch up to you. So no one is innocent that perished in that storm. It was meant for them to perish in that storm. The Lord sanctioned their death by the way of that storm. That's just how it is. If your spiritual eye is open, you'll be able to receive that and understand that. But if you carnally thinking, oh, they were innocent, they got caught up in the storm, who, let me get the right words. Oh, they innocent, they got caught up in the storm. Who brought forth that storm? Was it not Yahweh? Why Yahweh Shah? I just read it to you. In Isaiah 29, verse 6, Isaiah 28, verse 2, So the Lord brought forth that storm. The Lord sanctioned their death by the way of that storm. And it is what it is. It says, by the blast of Yahweh they perish, and by the nose, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. It's just that simple, man. The Lord put them to death. The Lord sanctioned their death through that storm. It's not hard to understand, man. It's not hard to understand at all. You know? This is one more scripture before I close it out. Like I said, I wasn't not gonna make this video too long. I just want to bring out the point that the Lord brought forth that storm, and whoever is missing, whoever perished, that was their judgment. And it was sanctioned by Yahweh Shah from the perish in that storm. This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 30. And the Lord Yahweh shall cause his glorious voice to be heard, which is these scriptures, by the mouth of his prophets, from the apostles on down. We telling you what's coming down the pipe. We telling you that this is, right now, that storm that took place was an act of Yahweh Shah. Whoever perished in that storm was sanctioned. Their death was sanctioned by Yahweh Shah. It says, and shall show the lightning down of his arm with the indignation of his anger, the righteous anger of the Lord coming upon these people in that town, in them regions that them storms hit. It says, and with the flame of devouring fire, with scattering and tempest and hailstones. It's just that simple, man. The Most High sanctioned all that. There's nothing hard about this. But these wacky-tacky Christians would say, oh, that was Mother Nature. A freak accident that took place. No, that was Yahweh Shah bringing judgment by the way of a storm. And those who got caught up in that storm and perished, they wasn't innocent. And we brought that out too. We're in the time of great judgment. We're in a time where the Lord is bringing great judgment upon these people for their wickedness, man. So let that sink in. So with that, I'm going to close out. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakak Wadash, and double honors once again to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.